Hi everyone, this is Tanner here, and welcome back to the Man to Man Couch Podcast channel with another episode of the 2021 NFL Prediction Series. Last time we did Week 6 predictions, which was probably one of my favorite weeks to watch in football. There was a lot of great games. I ended up going 8-6 in my predictions, so a couple misses, but overall a lot of great games. Let's move on to Week 7. So week 7, there's a lot more bye weeks this week. Not a ton of games, but some interesting ones here and there. I want to start in the AFC column on Thursday Night Football with the Cleveland Browns hosting the Denver Broncos. Even with the Browns quarterback Baker Mayfield being out, I still think Cleveland does win. They've looked good on offense with the running game, and I like their defense. Denver is still struggling, and with those struggles, I think they lose. So the Browns start off with a win. Mac Jones versus Zach Wilson, part number 2 here with Jets versus Patriots. Patriots won the first time these two teams met, and I think they win again. New England's been on games with a lot of tough teams. Their defense is nice. Mac Jones is playing well. He's controlling the football, and that's going to win you games. So I think the Patriots get their third win of the season. We got Joe Burrow and the Bengals going against Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. This is going to be a really excellent game. I hope these two young quarterbacks who are so fun to watch. I do like the Bengals defense, and I think Cincinnati will make it close at times, but Baltimore looks pretty much unstoppable at this moment. I do think the Ravens win something like 33-20, kind of close, but I do take the Ravens at home. We got Patrick Mahomes with the Chiefs, one of the best QBs in the NFL, versus Derrick Henry and the Titans, one of the best running backs in the NFL. Titans are coming off a huge win. This is a tough game to choose. I do ultimately take Kansas City. Their defense is looking better. They look like more of a complete team as of recent weeks. I still have a lot of questions about Tennessee, so I think the Chiefs win. All right, we got the AFC versus NFC column. We got the Falcons and the Dolphins. I think Atlanta wins and goes to 3-3 on the season. Miami has a ton of issues on pretty much every side of the ball. Atlanta coming off the bye week. I like the Falcons offense to go against the poor Dolphins defense. I think the Falcons win pretty big. I would say something like 30-13. We have the Eagles and the Raiders, two fan bases who are known for being very rowdy in the NFL. So that'll be fun. But I do think Las Vegas should beat Philadelphia pretty easily in this game. The running game looks pretty good for the Raiders. Derek Carr is playing well. The Raiders defense as well. You have Max Crosby, and just everyone on the Raiders has been complete. Las Vegas is the more complete team, and I think they win. We have one of the worst teams in the NFL, the Houston Texans, playing one of the best teams in the NFL, in the Arizona Cardinals. I think the Cardinals remain undefeated. Yes, it'll be cool to see two former Texans, J.J. Watt and DeAndre Hopkins, playing the former team, and that revenge narrative for Hopkins and Watt is going to be fun. But I think, Hopkins, Watt, Kyle Murray, A.J. Green, Christian Kirk, the Cardinals, they're going to blow out the Texans, and I think win pretty big. Next up, we have Tanner's game of the week here with the Colts and 49ers on Sunday Night Football. Two teams have been very underwhelming so far this season. I think both defenses have been good. So it's who's the better offense? And I think that's Indianapolis. Carson Wentz looks pretty nice this season. I trust the running game more with the Colts. And for those reasons, I think Indianapolis beats San Francisco, maybe by a field goal. I'll go 27-24. Colts getting the win. Going on to the NFC column, we have the Panthers and the Giants, and I'm going to go with Tanner's upset of the week. I think the Giants win. I think they get the second win of the season against a declining Panthers team. Giants have not looked that great, but I like the fight of the head coach Joe Judge. I think they match up pretty well against Carolina. I think the Giants defense steps up big and wins kind of a sloppy game. I'll say 23-16. Giants get their second win of the season. Washington and Green Bay. This is the definition of a consistent team in the Packers. Week in and week out, Packers run it well. Devontae Adams and Rodgers do the thing. They play nice defense. And you go up against one of the most inconsistent teams. Washington has never been able to put a full game plan together. Consistency, in my opinion, is the most important thing. It's the number one thing in football, in the NFL, to be successful. Washington is inconsistent, and the most consistent team is going to win 10 out of 10 times. I think the Packers win pretty big at Lambeau Field. Matthew Stafford will be playing his former quarterback, the longtime Lions QB, and Jared Goff, the former Rams quarterback, will be playing the Rams. So a bit of a double revenge game narrative here with Lions-Rams, but Lions just haven't looked that great. I think this game would be somewhat close at first, but I think Matthew Stafford against his former team wins pretty big. I'll say LA gets about, I'll say 30, Lions maybe 17, but I do think the Rams win. We then have Justin Fields, the rookie quarterback for the Bears, going up against the veteran quarterback for the Buccaneers, Tom Brady. Tough start for Justin Fields. Looking at the schedule, I mean, he, starts here. He goes up against Derek Carr, Aaron Rodgers, and Tom Brady, 3 veteran quarterbacks pretty early on. That's a cool narrative, but I think the Buccaneers win pretty big in this game. I just feel like that they're the better team and one of the best teams in the NFL. I think this could be a possible blowout. And then Saints Seahawks on Monday Night Football, a game that looks kind of at first. You're like, why is this a primetime game? But I don't know. I'm excited. The Saints are so up and down. In Seattle, they've been battling, even with Russell Wilson out. I ultimately trust the Saints. I think they go to 4-2, but I think it's a last-second field goal. I think the Saints win 24-21 to conclude Week 7. I think there's some cool revenge game narratives with Cardinals, Texans, Lions, Rams, and I think there could be some possible upsets along the way. A lot of teams have a bye week. Bills and Chargers, 2 teams going on bye week after some disappointing losses. Cowboys looking great. They got a huge win. They get to kind of refuel. Jaguars get their first win in forever. They're on bye week now. Steelers, okay, they got a win. And same with the Vikings, so they get to refuel. So interesting teams on the bye week. Some teams that are looking up get to rest up. But that'll do it, everyone, for Week 7 for the NFL predictions. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see y'all next time for Week 8, and enjoy watching football.